I hate the mindset of, well, I trained for a couple of years and now I'm ready to do shows. Okay, that could be true, but unless you have a full card, you're not going to be that good. Unless you're working not just every single weekend, but if you have a full schedule like WWE or a guy in NXT or a guy in New Japan or have that experience, you need to get that ring time. And it doesn't come with just working once a week. It doesn't. You need to go out there everywhere and train as much as possible. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I really question if guys really have that devotion. If they do, I will see it in their craft, and I'll reach out to them because, as you can see, for March 5th, I'm bringing in, different guys from independents, obviously, that don't have anything to do with my school, that have carved a name out for themselves. And I'm also going to use my six-way match. No longer, there's not going to be a title for that division, but I want to use 6 guys from different places and different training schools and different promotions, each show in a rotating roster to see how they mesh. But to me, it was like if someone wanted a spot that day, they come down on a Monday, Wednesday night and train. Hey, here's $20 for an open ring. I want to get a 3-hour workout in, and I want to show you what I'm all about. And to be honest, not many guys have done that. So, when people I should be booked there. I don't know why the fuck I'm better than half those guys. Well, I'm about action. Show me. Show me that I have a pretty decent eye for talent. Show me that you not only deserve a spot, but you want a spot and you're hungry for one. That's kind of the way my mind works.
Okay, that's fair. All the way around. I work, close with UWA Elite, and they brought in a new partner as far as ownership is concerned, and he's very dedicated into changing the dynamic of that company now. And they started bringing in a little bit more talent from other places to kind of help out and to show the rest of the roster kind of the speed and the just the in-ring gimmicks and things like that. Just so now they see this and they say, you know what, I need to work on that. I need to do this. I need to change this. And and eventually they said they might be looking for another venue a little bit bigger. The last 3 shows I went to in South River, I honestly will say it was packed to the point where you couldn't even move. And and I've been to shows prior to that where it was there was barely anybody there. So the new ownership is bringing it in the right direction, and baby steps, because in this industry, like you said, nobody's breaking the bank being in the ring. So you can't make major moves. You make those major moves and they fail, you go out of business.
Yeah, and it's it's great, and I think that I wish them success. I want that'd be cool. Another promotion, hey, great. Let me bring in a guy for my co-pro 6-way. Let me see what you have here. I also think that it comes down to the most important thing, and I think this is what PWS had, and I think obviously it's what WrestlePro, and if you would have seen, it was pretty electric last night. If you would have seen like the energy from the fans, but more so, check your locker room. Are the guys happy there? Mm-hmm. Are they content? Are they motivated? Or does the promoter just think they are? That's the one thing you really got to go out of your way to not just respect the guys, but be a leader and offer them a sense of direction. Don't bullshit people. And that's going to be the pivotal make or break point, I think, for a promotion. If you really can tell, you can tell in some locker rooms, and honestly, it's most locker rooms where the guys like, all right, whatever. But if you find a motivated locker room, that promotion's they're going to succeed. If you have really, it doesn't even matter so much about talent level. If you have guys who are like a team effort and we're going to make this promotion work, and that's what UWA is getting, and that's what they have, and their guys are motivated to do stuff. And that's like, from the outside looking in, it seemed like a couple times they had that. They had, guys that really believed in what they did. But there was also times, like I've seen a couple shows or been around it where there was some really strong workers, like an Eric Corvus on the show and doing a lot of, great wrestling. And then there was a lot of people where I felt like to me, it didn't appear that they had training, to be honest with you.
Right.
And it's like you gotta learn how to, show your strengths and hide your weaknesses. And believe me, I do that. And believe me, I do that with PWS, where, hey, there's, guys that are really just testing, if they're 3 months into training, 6 months into training, chances are they're not going to be, they're not Sami Zayn. You know, they're not going to
Right.
go out there and have this incredible ring skills. But you got to put them in positions where they don't expose, you know, how green they are. It's hey, if they, you know, and if they want to reach out and, you know, but I just my last run-in with them was getting an email, you know, last week or on Facebook, whatever, like, hey, I own this name, so don't use this name. And I'm like, oh, that's what you. Not like congratulations on your new venture, or, you know, hey, want to reach forward to that. So that put that taste in my mouth. You understand?
He was saying that in regards to the UWA Elite name?
No, it was for some reason people thought the promotion name was going to be called I Wrestle.
Gotcha.
And I was told that I have a copyright, and, you know, just letting you know this ahead of time. It's just like, I don't ever speak to someone with disrespect. I really try not to, and it's just like, and I probably could. So when someone writes me, like, you know, that, with all the respect, isn't on my level, I just kind of go, what the fuck, man? Like that, because that was like one of the few emails I got or something that was not necessarily supportive. I'm like, you know, put up with this right now. It's not even the name of the fucking promotion. How about, hey, congrats, you know, maybe we can work on something in the future, or trying this. Like, don't use this name. I could sue you. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with that.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a little out there. Dave sometimes is a little out there, so.
That's what I mean. But it's like, you can only be out there if you really have, you know, what are your credentials? You know what I mean? How you deal with people is incredibly important. As you can see with issues with my past partner, that's like one of the most pivotal things in wrestling. You need to be able to work in this environment, be respectful to people. So, yeah.
Yep, I agree. Now, for those who don't know, Creative Pro is a school based out of New York, and that is run by your partner, you and your partner, if you would like to name your partner.
Yeah, Brian Myers.
Yeah.
Basically, well, Creative Pro now exists in two places. There's Creative Pro New Jersey, that's in Rahway, and Creative Pro New York, which I will be going to today. Yeah, it's me and Brian Myers, Kurt Hawkins, whatever you want to say. And we have an event today, and that's my training. I'm there like 1 day a week, and I'm at Creative Pro, you know, two days a week. Sometimes, you know, I go back and forth a little bit more, but yeah. So that's the whole. Every promotion, everything for Wrestle Pro is under the Creative Pro. Creative Pro is like the parent company, and it's also, to me, it makes sense because I want to promote my brand and my school. So Wrestle Pro is the promotion. It's the big time, and Creative Pro is where it all starts. So it's always going to be Creative Pro Presents. You know, my New York wrestling license is in the Creative Pro name. So it's, you know, that's kind of going to be the running theme going forward is Creative Pro Presents Wrestle Pro, every single show.
Now, tell us, we've got a couple minutes here. Tell us about your upcoming show, which I know you're very excited about, and a lot of people are very excited about, including myself, on March 5th, which is the same day as a big event in Queens. You're going to be holding a show that evening in Rahway.
Yeah, March 5th was, you know, it's a perfect date. I like to run these elaborate things based around, you know, there's a couple really great conventions and companies out there, like big event, like Legends of the Ring. They run twice a year, and it makes financial sense a lot of times to, you know, because I don't offer what they offer. They offer, you know, super huge wrestling legends, and they're focused on the autographs. They're focused on the meet and greets. Me, I'm focused on a live wrestling show, and what I deliver is a lot different from what they do. But there's no reason why we do cross promotional business, and we have been for quite some time. Not with Big Event. Big Event, there was some bad blood there between, you know, guess who. So, but they're on board. They were actually at our run last night, Brian Barth, Tommy, and they're the head promoters for Big Event. They just do the signings. But a lot of the, you know, guests there, including, you know, are going, hey, you know, they trust in me. They know what I can do. They know I can draw a crowd, and they'll be bringing a lot of their guests there at night, you know, Terry Funk and Bob Orton Jr., and you name it on the poster. And I'm focused on delivering a really top-notch, you know, independent wrestling card featuring the former guys of Pro Wrestling Syndicate, you know, guys I trained from scratch, and all the guys that, you know, the ones that are really making a name for themselves, you know, the Kevin Matthews and Dan Moss, the Bocaras, and and bringing in guys like Joey Ryan and Cabana, who I've brought in since, the last 4 years, and he's going to be an integral part of this promotion. And Team Tremendous, and I have the world's smallest luchador, 3-foot demo, is coming in, and I think I have a feeling as time goes on, there's going to be more and more, people brought in for the autograph meet and greet signing part, and I'm really, front row just sold out, actually. I just checked before, so promoting the heck out of this March 5th show, and there's going to be a 35-man Rumble with 30 announced participants, 5 unannounced participants. Matt McIntosh, our WrestlePro champion, will be facing myself in the first match for WrestlePro. I just thought it'd be an honor to be in the ring with Matt, and I would love to, be the first match for my company, because there were a lot of times in my past company where just to get a match on my show, I would have to fight for it, as crazy as that sounds. And I'd love to work with Matt and just, like I said, be in the first match for WrestlePro. And I'm going to announce more things over this course of this week, release a lot more matches. It'll be a fun, dynamite card. I'm going to be very, focused on delivering stronger internet presence and just doing good business to come back here. And I have 3 shows in April. And I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to this, and partnering up and working with all these different companies, including, Damage 365 Radio. So it should be a great time.
Yeah, we're very excited about it. We had our differences in the past with your previous partner, and then past the past now, and we'll move it on. And we, like I stated, I really appreciated you reaching out to me, to let us know what was going on, and that we were welcome to the new brand, and now we're bringing in a bunch of people for your March 5th show, and we want the fans to have a really good time, because we're doing our big event during the day, and who's getting sent to what show, and it's one of those crazy but exciting things to do when you bring in wrestling talent, is stretch yourself out as thin as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's fun.
It's risk versus reward, and it's and a lot of times you put yourself out there, and you I've said this to a lot of guys. I mean, in 2012 I was really, before this I was really, really down and out, and took my last amount of savings and put it towards running a wrestling show, and it was between that and going to med school. And luckily it worked out, but if you make the right decisions with wrestling or with anything, but that's about a thing too, where a lot of promotions sometimes wonder why they're doing the same. You have to put money into it. You have to put your butt on the line, because if you're not, and then when you make money, you can't just pocket the money and walk away. You got to put it back into your company. And if you do those things, whether you're a convention holder, or if you're bringing in talent, or if you're running a show, if you compound your interest and go, okay, hey, I made $200 profit, and you made a couple thousand profit, or you did whatever, don't just go out and blow it. Just put it back into your business. And luckily, I've been doing that with Creative Pro for years, where everything that I've made, I'm still stuck in my 1-bedroom apartment in Rahway. But luckily, I've bought my equipment to be a self-sustaining professional wrestling company, and I advise other promotions that don't be taken seriously. Put more into your product. Put more into your talent. You're going to have to, or else you're just not going to be successful.
Exactly. We're going to end this interview, but I want you to stay on the line, because I got to ask you something off the air.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming on, and of course the stage is always open for you anytime you want to come on and promote anything that's got to do with Creative Pro or Wrestle Pro. And and definitely March 5th, ladies and gentlemen, check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlePro. That's one word, WRESTLEPRO, and you'll learn about all the upcoming cards and events for the brand new company. Pat Buck, thanks very much. And
thank you for having me.
We'll definitely be seeing you at the show very soon.
Closing time. Turn all of the lights on over every